Hello, good morning. We'll start with our session. Okay. So yesterday we have seen what is ADO.NET, what is the purpose of ADO.NET. So today we'll continue to do that. Okay. So basically, we have two types of applications. One is front end and back end application. Front end means the user interface. What is user interface? The user which interacts with the user which can look and feel. That's what user interface. So the example for that is login page of Facebook, Gmail, or any page, whatever we are able to see with our eyes. That is what user interface only. Okay, and backend. So backend is nothing but the user which cannot see. So data will be maintained. Everything will be maintained itself. So the example for that is SQL Server. Okay, so SQL Server or something like they are all database. So we'll maintain the data, we'll store the data. So what is happening whenever we are registering with our data in Facebook.com or something, then what is happening there? So all the values are saving in database, and so whenever we are trying to log in into the website, so simply what is happening there, so our credentials are verified there, and we are entering into the Facebook homepage, because of the reason, because of what reason, because we have stored all those values in our backend application. That is what our SQL server. Okay, is that clear? So this is what backend application. So, can you have 28 people here? Can you people raise me how many people attended SQL classes, or how many people have at least basic idea on SQL? We know SQL servers are we open. See, no one is responding. Oh, okay. 11 people raised your hand. 12. What about other Shivaji, Soumyasri, Suhashini, Swapna? See, these people, some people, they don't respond for anything. They will simply join. So they don't know how to type the message, or they don't know how to write the message. What's the reason? Thala Sapna. So do you have any idea on it? And what about others? Neeladri. No, see, why I'm asking. So this is, see, um, I know you people will join. So why I'm asking now, we need SQL Server basics. That's why I'm asking. If you people, if most of the people you know, then I can go into some other way, or else I will explain in different manner, or I will give some SQL basics. That's why I'm asking. So I'm not asking for just time pass or something. So see, here we have kept SQL related things here, all these things. Okay, that's why I'm asking. So only 15 people raise their hand. That means they have idea, and few people are saying, see, if you know how to open SQL server, also fine for me. What about others who did not responded, who did not raised hand, and who did not responded there? Balaji, Gopi, Naveen. Okay, so what we will do? See, I will just explain few things. Okay, so I will explain SQL related basics. Okay, uh, but this is not recommended. So just for a shortcut, this is like just keep it like a shortcut. Okay, so once you go there again, they will explain. Okay, see, opening and all everywhere. How to open SQL server everywhere it is common, but for creating database and all, we'll have some queries for it. For that, so for now, I will just explain some shortcut. Okay, we'll see that. Okay. So first, what you will do, just note down this diagram. Okay. So how many of you not installed SQL Server? Okay. It's better down your hands. How many installed SQL Server? 9 people. Okay. So I will give you. Okay. Okay. Fine. So only SQL Server. So I will share these links. Someone copy and paste in our WhatsApp group if possible. Okay. Installation. Installation. Can someone please copy this message and paste in our WhatsApp group? Okay, so simple. Uh, okay, we'll keep it. Okay, so simple. For SQL Server installation, you need to have download two things. One is SSMS and SQL Server. So I have given the URLs for that. So if you people go here and open here, you will have free download this one. Okay, just to download it. Okay, after download, just double click on it and it will install. Got it? Similarly, the second one. So both the things you need to install. So step one is once it is installed successfully, then try this one. So see, it's actually this is directly downloading. So just double click on it and install it. That's it. You don't need to do anything. Okay. So got it. So these are the two links. So anyone copied into the group this message. Okay. So clear, guys. Okay, done. So fine. So fine. So After successfully installing SQL Server, so we can same like we can go to programs and we can just type for SQL Server. So this is what the one. No, just open it. Okay. So now what will happen? So we will get this type of page, and this is like login page for SQL Server. Okay. So those people who have idea, that is fine. They can easily grasp, but those people who are not having idea, they may face little trouble for that. So just uh, observe here. I will explain everything. So this is like shortcut, and it will become easy for you guys for sure. Okay. So now see, server type. So we will have database engine, analysis service, reporting service, integration service, Azure SSIS integration runtime. Okay. So what are these things? Now we'll go with database engine. So see, why? Because so here we are using SQL Server as database. That's the reason we'll go for database. Okay. Analysis. What is analysis? Like so some there are some analysis tools like SSIS, SSRS kind of thing. SSIS means integration service, SSRS means what, reporting service kind of things are there. So we don't require analysis or reporting. Integration, this one, Azure SSIS integration. So this is related to Azure. So if you configure your application with Azure, then in that case, this will be used. But currently we are using SQL Server as database. That's the reason we'll go with database engine. That's it. Done. Okay. Now server name. Sir, what is the server name? Few things. See, we can keep server name as few things. See, first one, we can keep dot or local host without space. If that is not working, go to your computer, this PC, right click properties. Here you will get the computer name. So this one. Okay. Copy this, paste here. See, this is coming here, right? Similarly, I will keep dot, simple dot, that robo dot. See, here also it came same page. I will disconnect this one again. I will connect here again, connect here, then local host. See, people tell me, is there any difference here? Everything is same, right? Okay. So here, what we will select here, tell me, database engine. Here, server name, that means your computer name. What is server name here? Your computer name. So see, guys, so SQL is new to you guys. You people don't know what is SQL. So that's why you people needs to listen very much carefully. Then I will definitely make it easy for you guys. But if you don't listen, or if you think you're not understanding or something, please ask me. I will be there. But if you people are keeping on mute, if you don't speak anything, then Simple just answer me, guys. So when you're going for interviews and all, how you will answer, what you will answer there? If I ask you some question, you people don't speak. If I ask you to unmute, you people don't unmute yourself. See, some people are excellent. They're, for everything. If I ask some question, whatever they know, they used to tell us. Now tell me, am I beating them if they are telling wrong? So when you're speaking, when you're responding, you know, uh, then people will understand. See, some people are my offline and online students. Ask my offline people. So when I'm asking questions, so they will speak loudly. Like, if you will get into the school feeling, like sixth class or seventh class, when someone is asking what is class means, everyone. Actually we have 65 online and so remaining 60 people online offline. So almost it's more than 115 people for that MVC batch 7:30 to 9 for my batch. So that offline people, everyone will respond. When I'm asking questions, online people, most of the people will respond. Okay. So that means what is happening, so mutual, so see, simple. So I will also get I will also, it will create more interest on me also, like, see, these people are responding very well, I need to teach something, so I need to encourage them, like that I will get that type of feeling. So that's why I always ask you guys to respond. So if, see, some people, like, see, Ankit was there, so he used to respond. Saumya, sorry, Suhashini, and I don't know, one girl, Sneha Sram Prashant, I think. So I don't know, she's not joining from last 3 4 days. So Amit, Wasim always respond. Okay. So Sagar, Amit also always respond. Rima, Siva, always respond. So see, uh, this type of people, when I'm asking questions, when they are responding very well, then what will happen? See, if, that person, Sneha Shambraso, she is not joining. But I know that. How come I know? Because he's not answering or replying here. So see, that's what. Uh, some people, even I don't know their names here. Okay, I don't know their names also. Why? Because they never respond anything. So I'm not encouraging someone, I'm not degrading someone. So I want everyone should respond. Then it, first thing, it will create interest towards the subject to you people only. It will help you people to learn better. So I don't gain anything. So if you learn more, or if you are perfect in C sharp or something, so but when you are learning, when you are getting jobs, that will feel happy, that will bring happiness to me, that's it. Okay. So guys, please, when I'm asking questions, please respond. Otherwise, I don't know how you people are understanding, whether you people are understanding or not, how I will know. Okay, fine. So now again, so see, here, server type. So we can have database engine, analysis service, reporting service, integration service. So currently we are using database engine, analysis service. So reporting, integration service, they are not required for us for now. So we'll select database engine. What is server name? So simple, right click on my computer, properties, there you will get the computer name. You can just keep it here, or else just keep dot, or else localhost. Anything is fine. Okay. Fine, that is fine. Up to that clear, guys? Any questions here? Okay, okay. So now authentication. Authentication. See, authentication is what? Checking of user credentials. What is that? Checking of user credentials. Okay, what is user credentials? So, for example, when you are trying to log in into your facebook.com, you will provide your username and password. Okay, you will provide your username and password. Okay, so that is the place where you are checking your user ID and password. So if you don't have proper permissions, then how you will log in into the Facebook and how you will access your data? No. Similarly, if you want to log in into database, so you need to log in with your credentials. So we have two types of authentications. So we have some types of authentications. So we have mainly two types of authentication. One is Windows authentication, one is SQL authentication. So now, did you people found any difference for Windows and SQL authentication? See, if you are selecting Windows authentication, you don't need to give username and password. So then what credentials it will take? See, when I tried to log in into my system, so see, after Windows L, so I will get I need to enter my username and password, right? By default. So whatever I'm entering there, so it will take by default, it will take them. And the second one is SQL authentication. So at the time of installation of your SQL server, it will ask for login ID and password. Okay. So those user ID and password we need to provide here. Sir, why to think about all these things, sir? So simple. You can select Windows authentication. You don't need to give user ID password. Or if you want to go with SQL authentication, you need to provide user ID and password. Okay. So this Azure Active Directory related and all not required for us. Okay. So I'm just selecting Windows authentication. Click on connect. That's it. Done. Okay. Now from the beginning, I will explain one more time. So now see, now go to programs, SQL server, launch it. Done. It is done. Okay. Now server type. So here database engine, analysis service, reporting service, integration service, Azure SSIS integration. So we will use our data SQL server as database. That's the reason we'll use database engine. Done. That is the first point is completed. Then now second point. So here we have here server name. You can give three things, either computer name, dot, or localhost. So currently we'll go with the dot. So if dot is not working for you guys, so simply you can keep localhost. If that is also not working, you can keep your username. I mean that computer name. So definitely that will work. Authentication. What is authentication? It is a process of checking for valid credentials. Okay. So we have two types of authentication. One is Windows authentication and SQL authentication. If you are selecting Windows authentication, by default, it will take the Windows credentials. If you are selecting SQL authentication, it will ask for user ID and password. So now if you click on connect, it will enter into the SQL Server home page. So now people tell me 36 people are there. So anyone have any questions? Do anyone have any doubt how to open SQL Server? Are you guys clear with this? Please respond. Make it fast. So if someone want me to explain one more time, I'm ready to explain. That's why I'm asking. Again, those 6, 7 people only responding. Okay. Okay. So first, note down up to here. So up to here, note down. So make it fast. So because you don't have knowledge on it, so I will give complete notes for this one. If it takes half an hour more, also no problem for us. Please tell me once you are done up to here. Okay, I'm just moving down. So from server type to here, up to here, I will explain this one. Just note down up to there. Okay. Done. So what we have given here? Yeah, syntax also. See, server type, database engine, because we are working with SQL Server as database engine. As server name, we have to give computer name where SQL Server software is installed, or you can give dot or what, localhost. Authentication, it is a process of checking of user credential like username and password. So we can connect SQL Server in two ways. One is Windows authentication and second one is SQL authentication. When we connect to SQL authentication database using Windows authentication, when we connect SQL Server database using Windows authentication, it is not required to give username and password. Where we connect to SQL Server database using SQL Server authentication, then we have to give username and password, right? So, so up to that, I have explained till now. So are you guys clear now? Okay. So fine. So now we'll move to our next point. Okay. See, for example, mm, so fine. So now we'll speak about. Okay, say syntax not noted. Okay, fine. We'll just give some time. Just note down. Okay, this is the most important actually. So note down as it is. That's why I'm trying. I try to give that in now itself. Okay, that is the most important. Okay, so done, right? So now we'll explain something is interesting. Okay, so now we'll see. For example, okay, so see, now when we people are working with some website or something, so here we need two things. One is database, one more is table. Okay, so I'm just explaining some shortcut for creating table and database today, maybe tomorrow's class. But so when you people are working with SQL Server, so you people needs to work with queries and all for creation of table and database. But for now, I will explain some shortcut because you people are not aware of SQL Server. That's the reason. Okay, so database. So what is the purpose of database and what is the purpose of table? So see, database is the place where we can store, multiple kind of table information. So so simple. See, for example, like see, if you are working on one project, okay, like some XYZ project, and if you are working in ABC project, if you are working on PQR project, okay, so this XYZ project will contain one database. Okay. Similarly, ABC will contain one database. PQR will contain one database. Okay. So this database is different. This database is different, and the other database is different. So what will happen here is, so this database means, so here we can have multiple kind of information in multiple ways we will store the data. Okay, so for one project we will have only one database. Okay, for one project, so remember, so for one project we will have only one database. For example, if you have, say for example, if you are working on one project and your friend is working on another project, so both cannot use same database. So you need to work on one database and you need to work on other database. Okay, so so for example, whenever we are working with data, so we will work with tables. So basically, table. What is table? Table consists of two things. One is rows and columns. Okay, so what is rows and columns means? See, for example, so when you're trying to store the values, serial number, name, age. Now, what will happen? Serial number is 1, name is Samvishwa, age is something, something. Okay. Mm, so similarly, someone else. So name is some XYZ, age is some 28. Okay. So here you will have ABC. So here this is what our rows, and this is what our columns. Okay, so we'll store the data in the form of what? Tables, right? Again, table consists of what? Rows and columns. Okay, so now what are two important things to work on data in database? One is sorry, SQL Server. So one is database and other one is table. Okay, so when we create database, inside the database we can create the tables. So inside table we can create the rows and columns. Okay, that's what the importance of database. So without database we cannot do anything. Without table we cannot store anything. Without rows and proper rows and columns, so we cannot do anything. Okay, this is what. So but whenever we are creating table, rows or columns, see for example serial number. So what is the data type for serial number? Integer. So what is the name data type? String. But in SQL Server, string is called as varchar. What is that? So if you declare a variable as varchar in SQL Server, that means string only. Okay. And age is what integer, like that. So based upon our requirement, we will create them. So tomorrow I will show you guys how to create a table, but uh, today install the SQL Server and come back to tomorrow's class. Everyone. So I want everyone to should do that. So maybe the people who opted for video, they may not get the links. That's why we some of your friend posted in the group now. So copied from here only. So I request you guys to install SQL Server from those two links. So by tomorrow, just try to log in with your, like, you can keep the dot or localhost or user ID or password or something. So you people should log in into your SQL Server. Up to that part, I want you people to do today immediately after completion of class. Okay. And if someone is having doubt or something, please post in the group. Either someone will help you or I will help you guys. Okay. So, okay. Fine. That's it for today. Thanks all for joining. We'll meet tomorrow.